Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class of biology on the fascinating world of biology. Hi, I am Nushad and I will be your instructor for this course. Throughout this course, we will learn about carbohydrates and their types. Now let's start to learning skills. Here we will improve our reading skill. Now we discuss about the carbohydrates. What is carbohydrates? Everything which we will obtain, everything which we have to obtain from plants are called carbohydrates, like vegetable, fruits are carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the basic source of energy. Now let's start to read the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are organic compounds made up of the elements of components carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbo, carbon, hydrates, hydrogen and oxygen consist of three elements carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen and oxygen atoms are present in the ratio 2:1. The general formula for carbohydrates is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Carbon number of molecule, double hydrogen number of hydrogen and oxygen molecule. For example, the sugar glucose, one of the simple carbohydrates, has the formula of 6 molecule carbon, 12 molecule hydrogen and 6 molecule of oxygen. In the case of glucose, number of carbon 6 and molecule is also equal to 6. But in source 1 cane sugar, number of carbon 12 and number of Q 11, and hence its formula is carbon 12, hydrogen 22 and oxygen 11. Noodles and rice come from plants. They are rich in starch, a carbohydrates. Foods containing carbohydrates come mainly from plants and are good source of energy for the body. There are three main group of carbohydrates. Three main components या group of carbohydrates are here present. Carbohydrates, monosaccharides, single sugars, disaccharides, double sugar, and polysaccharides, complex carbohydrates. Monosaccharides, single sugars, glucose, fructose, galactose. Disaccharides, maltose, lactose, sucrose. And polysaccharides, starch, glycogen, cellulose. These are the diagraph to understand the group of carbohydrates like monosaccharide, polysaccharide, and in monosaccharides these are glucose include disaccharide, maltose, lactose, and starch, glycogen, cellulose in polysaccharides. What are what are the functions of carbohydrates? What are the function of carbohydrates? As a substrate for respiration to provide energy for all activities. Number two, form supporting structure. For example, cell walls, plants, to be converted into other organic compounds such as amino acids and fats for the formation of nucleic acid, for example DNA, to synthesis lubricants, for example mucus, which consist of carbohydrates and a protein, to synthesize the nectar in some flowers. Nectar is a sweet liquids that plants produce to attract insect. Look at this diagram. Plant cell walls are made up of the carbohydrates cellulose. Cellulose are carbohydrates which are included in polysaccharide. Plant cell wall, plant cell. Here we discuss about the three groups of carbohydrates. First one is monosaccharides, single sugar, which include glucose, glucose, and disaccharides, double sugars, including maltose, lactose, and sucrose, and polysaccharides, complex carbohydrate including starch, glycogen, and cellulose. Next into the we discuss about the level of sugars. Sugars. All sugars are sweet and soluble in water. When dissolved in water, they will lower its water potential. This means that sugar are osmotically active. There are two types of sugars, monosaccharides and disaccharides. Single sugars are monosaccharides. There are many single sugars or monosaccharides, Greeks mono one. The most common single sugars are the sugars with 6 carbon atoms. With 6 carbon atom. Glucose, fructose, and galactose. They all have the same general formula, carbon 6, hydrogen 12, oxygen 6, but their atoms are arranged differently within the molecule. These different arrangements give the sugar different chemical and biological properties. Now we look at this chart and try to understand the structures and chemical structure of glucose. Single sugar occurrence. Glucose found in all animals at least in small quantities. Glucose are present in all animals in small quantities. Fructose, common in plants but rare in animals. Fructose are mainly present in plants but rare in animals. Galactose, present in milk sugar from mammals, which are galactose present in mammals in their milk. Double sugar are disaccharides. Double sugars are also called so called because each molecule of a double sugar is made up of two molecules of single sugars bonded together. Double sugars are also called disaccharide. Di means two. Disaccharides have the general formula carbon 12, hydrogen 22, oxygen 11. However, their atoms have different arrangement within the molecules. Common disaccharides are maltose, sucrose, and lactose. Malt sugar occur in protein grains. Maltose contains of two glucose molecules bonded together. The equation below shows how a maltose molecule can be produced from two glucose molecules. In this reaction, a molecule of water is lost. This is called a condensation reaction. Look at this diagram and try to understand the structure of glucose. Glucose Structure of glucose: carbon 6, hydrogen 12 and oxygen 6 plus glucose. Same glucose combined to form maltose: carbon 12, hydrogen 22, oxygen 11 plus 1 molecule of water H2O. This is the chemical reaction, chemical combinations of glucose. Two molecule of glucose combined to form maltose plus one molecule of water. A condensation reaction is a chemical reaction in which two simple molecules are joined together to form a large molecules with the removal of one molecule of water. Removal of one molecule of water. One molecule of maltose. Removal of one molecule of water H2O. A double sugar can be split into two. Double sugar can be split into two single sugar molecules by using an organic molecule called an enzyme. For example, when a solution of maltose is mixed with the enzyme maltose, glucose molecules are produced. Look at this diagram and try to understand the process structures of glucose. Maltose molecule: carbon 12, hydrogen 22, oxygen 11 plus 1 molecules of water. Under the catalyst of enzyme, this process split into two molecule of glucose: carbon 6, 12, 6, 12, 6, 12, 6 glucose. It means one molecule of maltose plus water in the presence of enzymes convert this reaction to generate two molecule of glucose. Note that in this reaction a molecule of water is needed to split up the maltose molecule. Hydrolysis hydrolytic reaction is a reaction in which a water molecule is needed to break up a complex molecule into smaller molecules in the presence of enzymes and one molecule of water. Hydrolysis and condensations. Hydrolytic and condensation reactions are important reactions that occur all the time in your body. For example, hydrolysis occurs during digestion. Condensation reactions are very important in the formation of large molecules such as starch and proteins. Condensation is the reverse of hydrolysis. Hydrolysis and condensation process is opposite each other. Bird milk, anyone, lactose also occurs in flamingo milk, a special milk-like substance produced by both male and female parent flamingos. Flamingo milk or crop milk is extremely nutritious. It is fed to baby flamingos in their first month of life. Look at this picture. This picture is flamingo. This picture is flamingo, a parent flamingo feeding a baby flamingo crop milk. Now we discuss the process of sucrose. Sucrose cane sugar is formed from a molecules and a fructose molecules combined together. It occurs in sugarcane stems, sweet fruits, and certain storage roots. For example, carrots. It is not found in mammals. Look at this diagram and try to understand the process chemical reaction of sucrose. One molecule of glucose, one molecule of fructose combined reaction. In reaction, the byproduct is formed sucrose plus one molecule of water. Lactose. Lactose milk sugar is formed from a glucose and galactose molecule combined together. It occurs in the milk of all members, including human. One molecule of glucose, one molecule of galactose reaction. The result is formed lactose plus one molecule of water. Lactose have carbon 12, hydrogen 22 and oxygen 11. Investigation 4.4. How can we identify reducing sugars? Benedict solution is a blue solution containing copper 2 sulfate. Some sugars can reduce the copper 2 in Benedict solution to copper 1. They produced a brick red precipitations of copper 1 oxide when they boiled with Benedict solution. Sugars with this property are called reducing sugars. Glucose, maltose, fructose and lactose are reducing sugar. Different concentration of reducing sugar produce different colors when boiled with Benedict solution as shown in the table below. Look at this table and understand to this process. Color change, amount of reducing sugar present. Blue to green mixture, traces of reduced sugar. Blue to green mixture. If the mixture is blue, then converted into green, its mean traces of reducing sugar present. Blue to yellow or orange precipitate, moderate amount of reducing sugar. Like if the solution is blue, it is converted into yellow or orange precipitate. It means reducing sugar is present in moderate form. Blue to brick red or orange red precipitate. If the solution is blue and converted into brick red or orange red, it means large amount of reducing sugar is present. This process is done in a laboratory in the presence of reducing sugars. Benedict's solution. Benedict's the name of scientist which discovered this method, and the process is also called on the name of the scientist which discovered this method. Benedict's test. Add 2 centimeter cube of Benedict solutions to 2 centimeter cubic of glucose solution in a test tube and shake the mixture. Benedicts leave the test tube in a beaker of boiling water for 5 minutes. As a control experiments, repeat step 1 using 2 centimeter cube distilled water in place of glucose solution. What do you observe after 5 minutes for both experiments? Is glucose a reducing sugar? Carry out Benedict's test on other sugars maltose, sucrose, lactose, and fructose. In the laboratory, take up these test tubes and choose the one Benedict test tubes and put in 2 centimeter cube of Benedict solutions and 2 centimeter cube of glucose solutions in a Benedict tubes and shake up, mixing very well within in 5 minutes and boiling water for and left the water boiling for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes the experiment is complete and the solution carry out tell about the presence of reducing sugar. Complex carbohydrates. What are complex carbohydrates? A complex carbohydrates are polysaccharide consists of many monosaccharides molecules joined together. Starch, glycogen, and cellulose are complex carbohydrates. They are each made up of numerous glucose molecules condensed together. However, the glucose molecules are linked together and arranged in different ways, as shown in table 4.3. In starch, glycogens and cellulose have different properties. Polysaccharides are produced by the condensation of many similar molecules to form a long molecules. In the diagram of polysaccharides below, each hexagon represent a glucose molecules. The glucose molecules are linked by chemical bonds. Some starch molecules are made up of branched chains. These branched chains give a purple color with iodine. Look here and try to understand the process, carbohydrates, structures, occurrence. Starch. Starch consists of long, straight, or branched chain. A starch molecule. Long, straight, branched chain of glucose molecules. A starch molecules may contain several thousands glucose molecules. A starch molecule contains several thousands molecules. It means it's a long chain of glucose molecules. Occurrence: made and stored in plants but not in animals. It means that the starch carbohydrates are only present in plants, not in animals. And these starch molecule consist of thousands of glucose molecules and present in plants only, not in animals. Now we discuss glycogen. Glycogen consists of highly branched chains of glucose molecule. Glycogen molecule that are highly branched glucose molecule. These are the glucose of molecule one by one attached in a branched shape like a tree branch shaped. Molecules of glucose are attached here and form a molecule of glycogen. Occurrence: made and stored in animals and fungi but not in plants. That's a great information. Glycogen present in animals. Glycogen present in animal, not in the plants. Now we discuss about the cellulose. Cellulose is similar to starch as it consists of straight chains of glucose molecules. However, the glucose molecules in cellulose are not linked in the same way as in starch. Here it's great news about glucose. Glucose is like a starch chains but is a highly complex structures formed the main parts of the cell walls of plants. Its mean starch is present in plants and glycogen present in animals. Cellulose present in plant cell wall. Very few organisms can digest cellulose. Humans cannot digest cellulose. A human digest? No digestion in a human of cellulose. But we need it to help us remove our feces easily. Cellulose forms the fiber in the diet of mammals. You will learn more about importance of fiber in the diet in chapter cellulose. Look at this diagram and try to understand the process of these carbohydrates. Starch in plants, glucose, glycogen. Starch present in plants but glycogen present in animals. Consumed by animals and digested from forming glucose stored in animals as glycogen. Glycogen and starch are stores of glucose. Plants store glucose. Plants store glucose in the form of starch. Plants store glucose in the form of starch. For example, starch is abundant in vegetables such as potato and tapioca. Animals cannot make or store starch in their bodies. We get most of our carbohydrates from plants in the form of starch. In animals, the main store of glucose is glycogen. It's here the two main points are in front our that glucose is stored in plants in the form of starch and glucose stored in the animals in the form of glycogen. Hence, glycogen is sometimes called an animal starch. In mammals, glycogen stored mainly in their liver. In mammal, glycogen stored mainly in the liver and the muscle. Means जो glycogen stored in liver and human muscle. Fungi also stored glycogen. And look at these pictures and try to understand the process. Glycogen and starch are suitable as storage material because they are insoluble in water so that do not change the water potential in the cells. They are large molecules which cannot diffuse through cell membrane, so they will not be lost from the cell. They can easily be hydrolyzed to glucose when needed, for example, in tissue respiration. Their molecules have compact shapes so they occupy less space than all the individual glucose molecules that make up a glycogen or starch molecules. Now look at this diagram to understand hydrolysis of starch. Starch in the foods we eat. Starch in the foods we eat may be hydrolyzed in our guts. When starch is hydrolyzed, the bonds within the polysaccharides are broken and the glucose molecules are released. Starch can be hydrolyzed or digested by using suitable enzymes. Enzymes hydrolysis of starch. We can use enzymes to hydrolyze or digest starch. The enzyme amylase digests starch. Amylase digests starch to form the sugar maltose. But amylase cannot hydrolyze maltose to glucose. Maltose is hydrolyzed to glucose by another enzyme maltase. Note that reducing sugars are produced when starch is hydrolyzed. Look at this diagram and try to understand the whole process of hydrolysis process in the presence of enzyme. part of starch molecule. That's a starch molecule which are made of glucose molecule join to form a long chain that is called starch molecule. A glucose molecules chain up amylase. Here is amylase molecules, here is amylase molecule, here is amylase molecule, and convert amylase breaks bonds releasing maltose. Amylase breaks the bond and release the glucose maltose molecule. Further bond breaking by maltose releasing further. These maltose molecules further broken by enzymes. These bonds are also broken and form a molecule. Glucose molecules are formed. The whole process is carry on in the presence of enzymes, amylase enzymes break down the bond between the starch molecules which are made up of glucose and release the maltose. Then next amylase molecules break down the bond between the maltose sugars and break the maltose sugars into glucose molecule. The whole process is mentioned in this diagram table. Show to and try to understand the process of hydrolysis. Hydrolysis means the breakdown of starch molecule in the presence of enzymes into the glucose. Here we discuss all about starch, glucose and glycogen. And here we discuss about the carbohydrates like starch, glycogen and cellulose. Starch present only in plant cells, glycogen present only in animals, while cellulose present in plant cell wall. And the main then we complex carbohydrates, then we study the a process of a Benedict's test. And here we look about the molecules of glucose form maltose plus one molecule of water. And here we also discuss maltose water glucose plus glucose. And here we looked at singular monosaccharide sugars glucose, fructose, galactose, glucose, animals, fructose, animals, glucose, galactose, milk. And we discuss here about our topic today is carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? We looked at everything which we have obtained from plants is called carbohydrates. Carbohydrate vegetable plants and everything vegetables, fruits, and we see that carbohydrates three main groups: monosaccharide, disaccharide, polysaccharides. In monosaccharides, glucose, fructose, galactose; disaccharide, maltose, lactose, sucrose; polysaccharide, starch, glycogen, cellulose. And we then look at these structures and try to understand the process of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates is the basic source of energy of human to live. Everything is done by power, and power is gained by carbohydrates. Basic source of energy is carbohydrates. glucose, galactose, water release. I hope that this lecture is very useful for those learners which are weak in reading skills. The purpose of our lecture is to improve the reading skills of the learners. Now we let mates in our next lecture tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much for listening this lecture.